Hey everybody, this is Ryan, and we're going to go over verse 3 of Another One Bites the Dust. It sounds like this. How do you think I'm going to get along without you when you've gone? You took me for everything that I had and kicked me out on my own. Now there's a lot of benefits to learning this. We are learning some movable jazz chord shapes. We are working on our right hand funk guitar playing. And we are actually practicing an R&B technique, which is to play a chord and slide up to the chord that you are actually wanting to play. So let's get started. We have an F minor 7, which, by the way, you don't have to play this chord for this part. You can just do a normal E minor or an E minor 7 like this if you want to. That's totally fine, whatever you want to do. But this movable shape is first finger 8th fret on the A, ring finger 10th fret on the D. First finger is barring, so we have 8th fret on the G, and then we have our middle finger on the 9th fret of the B. And for this, I'm not barring across all the strings. You can if you want to, but I don't like playing bar chords. So what I do is I lift up slightly to mute that high E string, and I'm really just focusing in on putting the weight on this joint right here. So that way it's capturing these like middle 3 strings rather than across the whole fretboard. And this is a movable minor shape. So this is E flat minor, F minor, then to E minor, then to E flat minor, then to D minor, so on and so forth. And what's really cool is that you can pretty much substitute any minor chord for a minor 7 chord, and it's gonna sound pretty good. So that's our minor shape. Now the next chord that we're learning is our D flat major 7. So that's gonna be first finger on the 4th fret of the A, ring finger on the 6th fret of the D, middle finger 5th fret on the G, and pinky 6th fret on the B. And same thing, you can bar across all the strings if you want to, but you don't have to. And this is a really great movable shape for your major chords. So this is D flat major, this is C major 7, this is B major 7, and you could, if you wanted to play in the key of F, this would be a really great way to play a B flat major without having to actually play the bar chord B flat. So it works on the 1 chord and the 4 chord. The 5 chord is dominant, so this major 7 shape might not work too well for that. So that's our D flat. And then we are actually going to play a C major 7 as well, which is the same thing as the D flat, but we just move it down a half step. And then we're going to end up sliding up to the D flat. So let's take a look at the strum pattern that I have here. Now this strum pattern is not exact to the recording because the exact strum pattern to sing and play at the same time is very hard. So this is a much easier to play strum pattern that makes it easier to sing. And that's kind of the cool part about funk guitar anyways. You can just make up whatever strum pattern you want as long as your voice is not affected by the funk guitar playing. So the pattern that I have goes like this. Let's see. So it'd be 1, E, and about that fast. Go ahead and play it with me. 1, E, dead strings. 2, E, dead strings, then 3, E, and 4, E, and Let's do that first bar again. Here we go. 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and So now let's take a look at the second bar. It sounds like this. Now, we are going to do that very slow, and as we switch from F minor, you've got these 2 dead strings on beat 2, which is the perfect time to transition to your D flat major, which is on the of 2. Then the very last beat, honestly, you can play it however you want. If you want to do like that, where there's no dead strings, or if you want to do where you got the 2 dead strings there, or if you want to do what's written there, you can do anything. And that's the cool part about funk guitar. Just do whatever you want to play. So let's do this second bar by itself very slowly. Here we go. 1, E, and 2 to D flat major 7, 3, E, and 4, E, and Let's do it one more time. Here we go. 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and Now let's take both of those bars and put them together. Here we go. 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and second bar. 1, E, and 2 to D flat. 3, E, and 4, E, and So to do the slide, it's just like that. You press down on all the strings and then you slide up 1 fret. Okay, great job, everybody. This was the verse 3 for Another One Bites the Dust, and I will see y'all in the practice video.